We're in this Safeway kitchen and excited about this new partnership. In the coming year, we'll be cooking with Safeway, preparing foods, and learning tips and techniques. You can scan that QR code that you'll see on your screen for Safeway For You app to get all the deals and specials along with tips. And today we're welcoming back to the kitchen head chef and founder of Homemade, Joel Gamoran.
I love being here with you.
We love having you. And you are Safeway's, let me get this, chef ambassador.
Absolutely.
All right.
How cool is it? Can we just talk about, I mean, I grew up shopping at Safeway. How cool is it that a grocery store is sponsoring your show, teaming up with someone like me, and not just helping people get great ingredients, but help them use food well and really take it home and continue to cook and do the whole process. It's awesome.
I feel like you should have almost like how ambassadors to countries wear sashes. You should have one.
I would not look good with a sash. Okay, Susie, that would not work.
Maybe a crown.
Okay, I'll go crown.
Why not? Okay, so first off, we are kicking off this new partnership with Safeway sponsoring our kitchen. As you said, we're very excited.
Yeah.
But you're also kicking off a partnership with them.
Yes.
Tell me more about that campaign.
So we have a ton coming down the pipe, but the biggest thing is we want to empower people that when they walk into a Safeway store, again, they're not just getting the freshest fish, they're not just getting the most in-season produce, but that they go home and it doesn't go bad, or you know how to use it to its fullest potential. Right. It doesn't go to waste. So all that aligns with my mission, it aligns with Safeway's mission, and so we've got a lot coming down the pipe.
I know you are passionate about food waste, not having any food waste. So we're talking produce today, and I'm excited about this because you have a lot of tips for us. So let's actually start. Are we starting here with
we're going to hit food waste so hard, Susie, and for everyone at home, this is going to blow your mind.
So hard.
So exactly. So first and foremost, cherries are happening right now. I mean, if you walk into a Safeway, you can smell the stone fruit. Stone fruit are like the apricots, it's the peaches, it's the cherries.
This is time then for the cherries.
Oh my gosh, this is so the time. And so the big question I always get as a chef is, how do you know how to store it? And the question is, or the answer is, when you go into a Safeway, look how they store it. If it's out on the counter, it can go out on your counter. If it's stored in the fridge, it can go in your fridge.
Oh, okay.
It's very, very simple, okay? So that's an easy thing.
So that means cherries can be out.
Cherries can be out, and they're actually really good out. Now, once you kind of pit a cherry, maybe you're making a cherry pie, all those cherry pits you can soak in rum. You can just put it in your favorite rum. It can actually be the cheap stuff. I'm just calling that out. And it flavors it kind of like an almondy rum. So good. How
long do you have to keep it in there before you get the flavor?
It won't go bad. You can leave it in there for a year, but I'd say at minimum 2 weeks just to let it infuse.
Okay, so after 2 weeks.
Yes.
Now, just in rum or anything else?
Anything. You could do vodka, any alcohol that's kind of neutral.
Okay.
Yeah. Good question, Susie.
Okay. How do I pick cherries, by the way? What am I looking for?
Well, honestly, it's a seasonal thing. You can't really, they should be tight. You don't want, when you push them, you don't really want to make an indent with your finger. Okay. But there's no real trick other than that.
They can be a little bit wrinkly? That's
wrinkly is okay, actually. Wrinkly means they're extra sweet. Think about like a raisin and things like that. But cherries just need to be in season. Hard to kind of tell. Tomatoes, on the other hand.
Love.
Have you tried these, the flavor bombs? All right, let's just both try one. Okay. This is the closest thing you can get to growing. I mean, this is candy.
Like off the right there. Okay. What do we need to know about cherry?
All right. So first of all, in tomatoes, you want to pick them up and you want to lift them. But of course, Safeway has these ones that are on the stem, and they just literally, I mean, they are identical if you grew them in your own garden. My neighbors do these. We pick them like, like candy. It's unbelievable. But the stems, everyone throws away. So next time you make tomato sauce, let's check this out. Go for it, Susie.
Okay.
Toss it in. You put the stem in there. Now, you're not going to eat that. That's gross.
Okay.
We call that cooking crappy, not scrappy.
It's a flavor?
It's a flavor. It
like
just
a Parmesan rind.
Yes. It gives it this umami kind of round. Isn't that interesting?
How many would I put in there?
You can put as many as you can fit in there, honestly, because it gives it this really round flavor. Now, tomatoes are a good one. Like cherries, these go out on the counter. They never go in the fridge. My mom puts them in the fridge, and they get mealy.
Okay.
Okay?
We're good on that.
We're good on that one. Good.
Okay.
And don't forget.
What a tip. Okay.
Yep.
Herbs, especially basil. I'm excited about this because mine
love basil?
Yeah,
I can't grow it. I'll just say that. I can't grow basil, but I can definitely buy it. And I always look for this brand. This is a great one. So a couple things. First and foremost, when you get home, take it out of the clamshell. You have two options. One, you can put it like a little vase. You can snip them so they can kind of drink up the water.
Which is what you did here.
Yeah, and they'll stay nice and crisp. Two, you can always wrap it. So check this out. This is how we do it at restaurants and at home. Get a wet paper towel. Put your herbs right inside. And just kind of wrap it up. And then, Susie, you've got a plastic bag here. There you go. And open this up. This is exactly how you should store it at home. If you were to store basil in the clamshell, it would last probably like 5 days before it starts to wilt. If you do it this way, 2.5 weeks.
And then in the fridge or out?
Fridge.
Fridge, okay.
Great question, and you can always look at a Safeway, where are they storing their basil? Now, let's say your basil starts to look sad. It just starts to kind of wilt, and you really need it, and you have a salad happening, and people are coming over. Dip it in ice water, like this, and then give it a good shake.
Like hydrangeas.
Yes, and they kind of crisp
idea.
back up, and these, you can smell them, they're great.
You are worth the price of me bringing you here, which is nothing. Just for that.
I love it.
Okay,
all right.
stone fruit.
Stone fruit. Okay, out of everything here, I mean, maybe debating with the peaches, these are my favorite. I'm obsessed with peaches and nectarines and plums, pluots. Safeway has the whole thing. And so, a couple things. Stone fruit, how to pick them out. First, again, the heavy things. So pick them up at the store. But this one, you do want to actually leave a little indent. Unlike the cherries, you want to feel for the soft. Now, let's say they're a little hard. And you're like, man, I really wish I had these ready for tomorrow because I have a big barbecue happening tomorrow. Grab a paper bag like this. Okay, and just put them in.
Peaches and nectarines?
Any stone fruit, yep. And just wrap them up, actually avocados too.
Okay.
Wrap them up, leave them on the counter, and they'll ripen way faster. They'll take about a day or two.
Good to know. Okay, so wait on these too.
Yeah, now, if they start to get too soft and they're on the counter, and you're like, we're going on a trip, I don't know what to do, put them in your fridge. You can slow down the process. So you kind of have to play with stone fruit. If they're going too fast, fridge. If they're going too slow, bag them up. Now,
we're almost out of time, but I don't want you to forget the app.
Yes, okay, so the best deals are always found on the app. So go on the Safeway app, that's where you're gonna find them. Amazing deals. And it all happens if you shop seasonally.
Okay.
So shop what's in
key.
season. Yep.
Oh, I learned so much.
Yes.
I didn't really even realize this was about weight too. Thank you.
Of
and
course.
You're back. I know you're coming back for more in the
We'll
Safeway
always
kitchen.
be back.
I'm excited. All right. To get all the deals, download the Safeway for You app by scanning that QR code you see right there. Thank you so much.
Susie.
The New Day Northwest Kitchen is brought to you by Safeway.